Do you ever feel the impending pressure of all the things you quote unquote have to do and have to get done? I want to show you such a powerful mindset reframe that is going to revolutionize how you show up in your life. I'm somebody that has a condition with my spine. It's called spondylolisthesis, and I've pretty much lived with some extent of chronic pain my whole life. However, I don't identify with that, and I try not to focus on that, and I've actually worked really hard to rehabilitate myself. Back in March 2022, something shifted in my body pain-wise. I literally was no longer able to get myself to the gym. I was no longer able to sleep a full night's sleep. Every position was super uncomfortable. Everything constantly felt like my back was going to break. And so that pain started in March 2022. Now it took up until August 2022 for me to be able to have imaging done, and they did an MRI and they realized that my spondylolisthesis had now turned into severe central spinal stenosis. And so what does that mean? That just literally means like my spine was strangling itself and it didn't have a lot of the support it needed. And so this is why I constantly felt like my back was going to break. And so what I wanted to share about this is, first of all, I don't want any pity stories. That's not why I'm sharing this. I really want to show you that you can live a very empowered life without being stuck on a label. I don't believe in those labels or diagnoses. I believe in the power of the mind and the nervous system care and showing up from a place of empowerment. And so when I tell this story, I want you to hear it from an empowered place. So what ended up happening is I was no longer able to do the things that really helped rehabilitate my spine and keep my spine healthy and fluid and moving. It really impacted me hardcore. And I remember even just trying to do my physiotherapy exercises and doing all the recommended stuff to help me. It kind of made me think about how we always take for granted what we have until we lose it. So in my mind, I had a lot of dark moments, and there were moments where I felt really bad for myself, but I had to keep pulling myself out of that place because I had the focus of this is not where my story ends. In this process, there were moments where I would feel pressure to, I have to get my rehabilitation exercises done. I have to go to this appointment. I have to. And I was really coming with that energy of like, the have to energy for me sounds really heavy and pressurized. It also sounds kind of like a victim mindset. For those who don't know what victim mindset is, it's literally where you feel like you're not in control of your life. You feel like you're stuck. And yes, there might be circumstances where you're not in control of. However, you are always in control of your thoughts and how you choose to show up, right? So you can react to life or you can respond to life. And so in those moments of the have to, it's more of a reactionary way that we're showing up. The energy is very reactionary. I knew that was not my truth, right? And if you're listening to this, like, I just want to give you a different perspective because that is not your truth. So I was really stuck in like that, poor me mindset. And that literally is like a lack. It's a scarcity mindset. It's nowhere near an abundance mindset. It's not going to get you the life that you want to cause and create. For sure, right? And so you literally cannot be a victim in your story and be the hero at the same time. You're writing the book, right? And however, with all this internalized pressure of like, I have to do this and I have to do this, one day it just clicked where I was like, wow, I don't have to do anything. I get to show up and do these movements. I get to show up in my life in this pain. I get to show up and decide what comes next. I just started really tapping into this I get to, right? Like, I've studied neuro-linguistic programming. I understand the language of the subconscious mind. And my mantra at the beginning of 2023 was like pain-free 23. And then I realized like I was just programming the pain. pain-free, pain-free. Well, if I'm trying to be free of pain, that means there's pain. And so I had to switch it to Vibrant Me 23. And that was just the focus. That was just the focus. And at the same time, that's when I was realizing the energy that I was showing up in, I have to. It's kind of like a should. I should do this. The thing about should is it's the word could covered in shame, and that doesn't feel good. So I just started tapping into this different way of viewing things. Instead of saying I have to, I started to reframe it to I get to. And the reason I'm doing this video today is because I'm super excited. Like, I have been feeling great, knock on wood. My pain has shifted drastically. I'm back to teaching. You know, I teach a spin hybrid class once a week, and so my program Power and Grace, and so I've been doing this for the last 3 months, and there are moments when I would teach and it was hard. So I would just keep that focus of like, I get to show up, I get to show up, I get to show up. And I want to invite you to extend this mindset for you, because where in your life are you putting this internalized pressure, just letting it sit there with all the things you quote unquote have to do? How you show up in the things is how you show up energetically in the things. And so if you show up like, oh, I have to, like, how empowered do you feel to actually get to, right? And yes, there are times, you know, trust me, I don't always feel like doing rehabilitation exercises. I don't always feel like it. However, if I can retrain my brain, because your mind cannot tell the difference between reality and fantasy. And so if I am making it like this is so, I mean, how apt am I to do the thing? But if I tell myself, I get to do this, I get to show up for this, I get to do this. And so today I'm gonna leave this mindset with you. Let me know in the comments below where you're gonna take this and use it and implement it in your life. Could it be that you get to do your budgeting and you get to go to work and you get to pay the bills? Like, you can extend this to anything, right? Like, even just things like that, right? In this economy with inflation and everything, I have to pay these bills. That's so heavy. Whereas if you choose, I get to show up. I get to do what I'm able to do right now. Sure, you might, obviously, it's hard to be a human sometimes, and in this economy, trust me, I get it. So if you're playing like the game of which bill gets paid and which doesn't, I hear you, but I want you to just take this mindset and apply it. Like, you get to do this. You get to do that. And if you absolutely don't want to, then you get to work around that, right? Because we all have obligations. Trust me, I get it. But I'm gonna ask you, let me know in the comments where you wanna take this mindset and where you wanna apply it, right? Is it you get to move your body today? Is it you get to spend time with your loved ones today? Is it you get to go to work so that you can provide for those you love? Is it you get to, what is it? Let me know in the comments, because I would love to know how you're gonna take this mindset and how you're gonna use it in 2024. And I'm gonna invite you to come back to this video in about 6 months from now and let me know how that shifted by you implementing that mantra of I get to. The energy just feels so different. And so I'm really excited that I was able to share this perspective with you. Thank you for being here. If you liked this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed this content and I can create more content for you. Please share it out to somebody you love. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to hit subscribe and that notification bell so you know when I drop more content. As always, be brave, be bold, be you.